With rising inflation over the past few years, I'm sure most of you on Social Security benefits would more than welcome an increase of $2,400 over the course of a year or $200 per month. Well, if one senator and Bernie Sanders gets his way, along with several other lawmakers in DC right now who are backing this bill, get their way, this could actually be a reality as soon as perhaps maybe later on this year or in 2026. In today's video, we're going to be covering that bill that would increase benefits by $2,400 for all Social Security beneficiaries. But before we go ahead and dive into it for today, if you would like to receive up to $200 in free stock or $200 in free cash, in a pinned comment below, I will be leaving a link to Robinhood. All you have to do is once you click on that link is just sign up for a free account and then simply link your bank account. You do not even have to make an opening deposit. At that point in time, Robinhood will be sending you one free stock worth all the way up to $200. And if you'd rather just have the cash, all you have to do is once you receive the free stock is just sell it for what it's worth and then transfer the cash value right back to your bank account. Okay, so Senator Bernie Sanders has been around for a while. Some people may like him, some people may dislike him, but he's really been pushing a bill that he wants to get through Congress and onto the president's desk. He's been doing this over the past several years. His bill is called the Social Security Expansion Act, and in this bill, the main point of it is that it would increase benefits by $2,400 for all Social Security beneficiaries. But before we go ahead and dive into everything that is in the bill, here is Bernie Sanders advocating for Social Security, wanting to strengthen the program and make sure that it stays solvent for as long as possible. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Hi everybody, thanks for joining. This week we're celebrating the 90th anniversary of Social Security, the most popular and successful government program in our nation's history. For nearly 9 decades, through good times and bad, Social Security has paid out every benefit owed to every eligible American on time and without delay. In a world of complexity and uncertainty, Social Security has done exactly what its name implies. It has provided rock-bottom security for our nation's elderly and disabled. Before Social Security was signed into law, half of seniors in America lived in poverty. Today, although the rate is still too high, that figure is now 10%. But despite its success, people like Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and others have been working overtime to try to dismantle Social Security and undermine the confidence that the American people have in it. Since Trump took office, his administration has fired at least 7,000 employees at the Social Security Administration, shut down Social Security field offices, and made it more difficult for seniors and the disabled to receive the benefits they have earned over the telephone. Trump and Musk and others have also absurdly suggested that millions and millions of people who are between the ages of 150 and 360 years of age are receiving Social Security checks. That is a lie, an unmitigated lie, and just a way to try and make people lose confidence not only in the Social Security system, but in their own government. The reality is that well over 99% of Social Security checks go to the people who have earned those benefits. No one who is 150 or 300 years of age is collecting Social Security. A blatant lie. Our job today is to stop any and all efforts to destroy Social Security. But not only that, we're going to strengthen and expand Social Security benefits. And that is what the Keep Billionaires Out of Social Security Act that I am introducing this week is all about. This legislation would reverse all of the cuts that the Trump administration has made to the Social Security Administration. It would prevent the Trump people from shutting down Social Security field offices in America. It would make it easier, not harder, for seniors and people with disabilities to receive the benefits they have earned over the phone. And let me tell you something. Each and every year, some 30,000 people with disabilities die. They die while waiting for their Social Security benefits to be approved. And Trump's cuts will make this terrible situation even worse. We cannot and must not allow that to happen. But that's not all we must do. At a time when 22% of seniors are trying to survive on less than $15,000 a year, imagine that. 22% of seniors trying to survive on $15,000 a year. Nearly half of older workers have no retirement savings. Our job must not only be not to cut Social Security, we've got to expand Social Security benefits and extend the solvency of Social Security for the next 75 years. And the way to do that, as most of you know, is to simply lift the cap on taxable income so that the wealthiest people in our country start paying their fair share of taxes. Right now, a billionaire, some guy's making zillions of dollars every year, pays the same amount into Social Security as someone who makes $176,000 a year. If we end that absurdity, we could expand Social Security benefits by $2,400 a year, lift millions of seniors out of poverty, and make sure that Social Security is solvent for generations to come without raising one penny in new taxes on the bottom 91% of Americans who make less than $250,000 a year. And I've introduced legislation to do just that. Bottom line, Social Security is enormously important to tens and tens of millions of seniors and people with disabilities. It has been an enormously successful program. We're not going to let Trump and his friends dismantle it. We're not going to let them move to the privatization of Social Security. So on this, the 90th anniversary of Social Security, let us celebrate a program that has gone a long way to helping so many people throughout its history. Thank you all very much.
Okay, so once again, that is Senator Bernie Sanders saying that, look, we need to strengthen Social Security, we need to increase benefits, and we need to make sure that it stays solvent for a long period of time. And the Social Security Expansion Act would do just that. And up on the screen, you will see exactly what it would do. So first off, it would extend the solvency of Social Security for 75 plus years. That would be much better than right now, whereas right now they're looking at perhaps 2032 or 2033 when the program will go insolvent. And when it does go insolvent, unfortunately across the board, there are going to be benefit cuts of anywhere between 19 to 26%. Then on top of that, they're going to be expanding Social Security benefits across the board for current and new beneficiaries by $2,400. They're also going to be increasing cost of living adjustments by changing the way they calculate basically the COLAs every single year from the CPIW over to the CPIE. So on average, each and every year, you will be receiving a higher cost of living adjustment. Then they're also going to be improving the special minimum benefit for Social Security recipients. So right now, if you receive the special minimum benefit, unfortunately, you're actually receiving benefits below the poverty line. If the Social Security Expansion Act is passed through Congress and Trump signs it into law, you would be going from receiving something below the poverty line, perhaps, to 25% above the federal poverty line. This would work out to an increase of over $500 every single month. So with that said, leave your thoughts and comments below. What do you think about the Social Security Expansion Act? Is it a bill that you can personally get behind? And do you believe that members of Congress will actually also get behind this bill enough to pass it through the House and the Senate and get it to Trump's desk to be signed into law? Leave your thoughts and comments below, but that's all we have for today's video, and I will see you in the next one.